Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Sipping with Sax Squad. Today we're going to be making mulled wine, which is something Sage learned how to do a few years ago and hasn't shut up about since. The recipe involves about a bottle of leftover wine, and I know you're probably thinking, leftover wine? What even is that? But if you're low on leftovers, you can use a newly uncorked bottle as well. It's best to use a deep red wine like Cabernet, and today Sage is using about half a bottle of Witching Hour, the other half of which she drank while video chatting her little sister. About a glass of Smith & Hook, which I drank most of last Friday, and some of this freshly popped Earthquake Cabernet, which we'll start off by pouring into a large saucepan. The other kind of alcohol needed for mulled wine is cognac or brandy, like this E&J right here. Sage's recipe calls for 1/3 cup of this delicious golden brown liquor, but you can add more or less depending on how boozy you want your autumnal cocktail to be. Now we're going to add 1 cup of apple cider and half a cup of freshly squeezed orange juice. However, before juicing the oranges, we're going to expertly peel off several sections of orange peel with a peeler and place those perfect peels in the pot. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Then we're going to freshly squeeze the life out of 3 navel oranges, since Sage doesn't own a juicer. And in it goes. After that, we're going to begin adding our mulling spices. Into the saucepan goes 12 whole cloves and 8 black peppercorns, 5 star anise, and 5 cinnamon sticks. Now that our concoction is plenty spicy, it's time to make it a little sweeter. Sage's favorite things to use for this are either local honey or Vermont maple syrup. How much sweetener you add is up to your personal preference. Of course, be aware that you can always add more, but can't take any back, which is why it's important to add a little at a time. Oof, nope, that was a big spicy spoonful. Definitely needs a little more. There, that's better. After all the ingredients are combined, it's time to move the saucepan to the stove and bring to a simmer over medium heat, reducing to low once it starts to steam and stirring consistently. How long the wine cooks depends on how much you want the spices to come alive, so it's important to do taste tests. Lots and lots of taste tests. Maybe just one more test just to make sure there's still brandy in it. Yep, still brandy. This seems like an opportune time to bring up the fact that, much to my disappointment, this recipe doesn't involve any whiskey. However, even considering my affinity for old fashions, this cocktail's lack of my favorite spiritus fermentus doesn't make it any less tasty. Once your mulled wine is mulled to your satisfaction, strain the contents of the saucepan into a smaller saucepan using your handy-dandy punchable telescoping colander. Wow, that was a mouthful. And keep the contents of said colander. You'll use a few items in just a minute as some really cool garnishes. Now, the only thing left to do is serve your creation in super fancy glasses like these. This power move will be sure to wow your family members at your next get-together and have them saying things like, obviously playing music is a real job if you can afford to make awesome drinks in such stunning glassware. Don't forget an orange peel and a cinnamon stick to make them look and smell extra fancy. And there you have it. A delicious holiday drink you can share with friends. It pairs especially well with turkey and awkward family conversations. In fact, if you drink enough of it, those family gatherings are either a lot less awkward or a lot more. We'll be doing more of that soon, so be sure to subscribe to the shiny new Sax Squad YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
What?
You said subscribe. You did. You said subscribe to the shiny. Let's do it again.
You said describe.
Okay, cool.
The Bubblish Culinary
What? Bubblish. I like that. Bubblish.
Bubblish.
Alright. Basically, when we're not sipping things or saxophoning, we're watching. Oh my god, not watching. Playing. I'm trying not to read it. I'm trying to look.
I am too, but it's hard.
Alright, do it again. Sorry.
Take 3.
Hang on, I'm laughing too hard.
Ready? Thanks so much to Babish Culinary Universe for the inspiration behind this video.
Basically, when we're not sipping things or saxophoning, we're playing Overcooked 2 or watching Binging with Babish.
And speaking of saxophoning, we'll be doing more of that soon, so be sure to subscribe to the shiny new Sax Squad YouTube channel.
And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to Babish's channel too. You won't be sorry.
The links are right down here in the description.
Thanks so much for watching, and happy sipping!